Hey guys, welcome to the next video on Jenkins tutorial for beginners. In this video, I'm going to show you how to restrict Jenkins project access to the users and group using roles. Now this video will be the continuation of the last video in which I have shown you how to install the plugins in Jenkins. And we have installed the special plugin to restrict the project access to the user, which was role-based authentication strategy plugin. So you can see in Manage Jenkins, when you go to the Manage Plugins, and then you will go to the Installed section here, and you can search for role here. And if you have in your installed section this plugin, which is role-based authentication strategy, then this video will be beneficial to you. Otherwise, you need to install this plugin. So once you have this plugin installed, let's start using this plugin to restrict the project access to the user. So once again, I'm going to go to the Manage Jenkins. And first of all, let me create some users so that we can restrict the project access to them. So I'm going to go to the Manage Users first of all. So right now I have admin user, and I have one more user, which is user.1. Let me create some more users. So I'm going to create user.2 and then the password for user2 and the full name. I'm going to just leave it as same, user.2, and the email address, and then create user. And I'm going to create one more user, user3, and the password and the full name, user.3, same, I will leave it as default, and then the email ID. So now we have three users, user.1, user.2, and user.3. Now let's go to the Manage Jenkins once again, and this time just go to the section called Configure Global Security. And once you are in Configure Global Security section, make sure that this option is already checked, which is Enable Security, and then just scroll down, and in the Authentication section you will see a new option here, which is role-based strategy. This will appear after the installation of the plugin, which was role-based authentication strategy. So we are going to check this option and then save it. So once you have checked the option role-based strategy in Configure Global Security, when you will scroll down, now you will see a new option, which is Manage and Assign Roles. So I'm going to just click on this option, which says Manage and Assign Roles. And here we have three options: Manage Roles, Assign Roles, and Role Strategy Macros. So I'm going to go to the first section here. And here you will see the global roles. Global roles are the roles which are globally configured. For example, admin is a global role. Let's create a new global role. For example, employee is a global role. We will just add it. And for employees, we just want to give the overall read access to the global role employee. And we want to give the view access to the employee role, and all other access we don't want to give. For example, credentials or agent creation or job creation. For the employees, for now I'm not giving any access to the employee role. Now when I scroll down a little, you will see project roles. So under this project role section, you can provide the project based roles and authentication. So for example, we have a Java developer role. So I'm going to just write Java-developer, and in the pattern you can provide the access of the Jenkins job based upon this pattern to the Java developer, for example. So let's say any project which start with the keyword Java is accessible to this role, Java developer. So I'm going to just write the pattern of that, which is Java dot asterisk. This means that any name, any Jenkins job name which starts with Java will be accessible to this role, which is Java developer. So I'm going to add this role, and I'm going to provide all the access for this Jenkins job to the Java developer. So now the Java developer role is created. Let's create one more role, which is, for example, we have intern in our team. So I'm going to just write intern, and intern will have the access to the projects which start with hello. So all the project which starts with hello, intern will have the access to only those projects. I'm going to just give the access to the role intern. Now let's add one more project role here, for example, tester. So the tester will have only the access of the project whose name start with test, for example. Okay, so I'm going to just add this tester role, and then I will provide the access to these type of project to the tester. So once these roles are created and you have given all the access for these project to the roles, then you can save your configurations, and we will verify this configuration by just going again to the manage role section, and you can see employee role is there, and our 3 project roles are there also, which will have the access to these kind of patterns. Now I will just come out. I will just click on manage and assign roles once again, and this time I will go to the assign role section, and in here in the global roles we only have the user admin here. So we will add some more users here. For example, user.1 is the first user we will add, and then user.2 is the second user, and user.3 is the third user, and let's say all of them are employees. So the global role we are assigning to user 1, user 2 and user 3 is employees. So none of them have the admin role. Now I will scroll down, and here under item roles I will once again add the users first of all. So user.1 and then user.2 and user.3. Now let's say user 1 is a Java developer, user 2 is an intern, and user 3 is a tester. So I will just check the roles which is belonging to the user, and then I will save this configuration once again, and I will verify this by just going again into the assign roles, and you can see user 1, user 2 and user 3 have the employee global role, and user 1 is a Java developer, user 3 is a tester, and user 2 is an intern. Now once you have done that, I will just go to my Jenkins homepage, and you can see I'm logged in as an admin, so I can see every project here. And when I log out here, and I will just log in with user 1 credential, and I'm going to log in, and you can see user 1 was a Java developer. So user 1 can only see the project which start with the keyword Java. So Java Hello World and Java Job. I'm going to log out, and now I'm going to log in with the user 2 credentials. So user.2 and the password and login. And you can see user 2 was an intern, right? So user 2 will have the access to all the Jenkins job which start with the keyword hello. So hello world build, hello world message, hello world run. And let's see what project does user 3 have. So user.3, and then I'm going to log in with his credentials, and user 3 doesn't have any project because we don't have any Jenkins job related to the tester. So when I log in with the admin credentials, you can see there is no Jenkins job which start with the keyword test. So let's create one Jenkins job. So I'm going to just click on new item, and I'm going to just say test project 1. Okay, so test project 1, and it will be a freestyle project, and I'm going to just click OK. And in the configuration, I will leave this configuration as blank because we just want to test this Jenkins job, if user 3 has the access to this Jenkins job or not. So I'm going to just save this Jenkins job and I will go to the home page once again. So now we can see we have one new Jenkins job. We start with the keyword test. So I'm going to log out once again and I'm going to log in with the user 3 credentials. And now you can see user 3 have the access to the project which start with the keyword test. So in this way, you can use the role-based authentication strategy plugin, and in this way you can restrict the Jenkins project access to the users and group using their roles. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.